What is up, bros and gals? Accomplished Gaming here, and today we have a career mode Cambridge coming to the top. So guys, we are Cambridge United. We are trying to come all the way up to the Premier League. Obviously it will take quite a few seasons, but the only two rules we have for this career mode is that we have to sim every single game. But guys, we do have a little boost with a twist that I will be coming on to later. So we set the teams to semi-pro, I believe, and matches for 6 minutes, lenient financial backing, and that was about it for the settings. Then I got a pre-season invite to this tournament, so of course you can make money, might as well take it, get straight in there, and then we get a choice of 3, I believe, one in England, Poland, and the other was in Spain. The English one was the most money, so we just went straight in with that. It looked like the easiest as well, so we just cracked on with that. With 1.4 million possible gain of transfer budget right there. Then just got on with the boring stuff in the office, and basically, to summarise, all they wanted me to do is get to round 32 of the domestic cup, buy a better goalkeeper, and gain automatic promotion in the league. So now guys, here is the twist. As you can see, the finances there are 425,000 transfer budget. So breaking news, the Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich has sold the club and decided instead to invest in Cambridge United, wanting to spend millions to advance the club. What a stroke of luck for Cambridge United. So as I returned, checked on the funds, and what do you know, over 40 million to spend. So then of course, with this budget, had to go find some players. So we looked at first transfer listed players such as Obertan, like, you know, did a little scout on them, but that's all I could find at the time until I set up my scouting network here to find the players such as a goalkeeper that we needed to secure this team and spend those big dollars that we had just earned. And here is the completed team, no transfers as of yet, and this is the team that we were about to get into our first game with. So straight into it, our first game in the Invitational Cup that we chose to do pre-season, we had Stevenage. So we got underway and we led 1-0 within 23 minutes because of my main man striker, Slew, banging it straight in within half an hour. Then the second came in the 58th minute, the same guy again, Slew, snapping up another goal. Third soon came about with Donaldson, 79th minute, game over, and that is how it ended. It was a good start to the season with a win, and a good way to start our tournament in the Invitational Pre-Season Cup. Second game in the cup, it was Crawley. We went 1-0 down, pulled one back when they scored again. First loss of the season and put us in a bad position for the cup. Then we were pinned against Scunthorpe, and sadly this did turn out to be our last game in the Pre-Season Cup, as we went 1-0 down immediately after 4 minutes. But then not long after that, you know, got a bit of glimmer of hope as the left back, I believe it was, King, got sent off. Thought, you know, possibility of us getting back into this game, staying in the cup. But sadly, that was a false hope. We needed to win this game to stay in the cup. And we did pull one back right at the dead pretty much in the 89th minute bury. But it was not enough. We were out of the cup. First failure of the season, not a great way to start. However, we did manage to get a slight budget boost of 288,000 into the transfer budget, but obviously it wasn't that big of a difference compared to our massive investment from Roman Abramovich. On to our next game then, which was our first game in the league, League 2, Cambridge us against Luton Town. It was quite a quick starting game with a yellow card being given immediately. Then we started losing 1-0. Quickly equalised though 4 minutes later, securing a clear draw at the moment. But then another flip in the tail, they scored again from the penalty spot. Not great for us, and as the game was drawing on, they scored a third goal. Pretty much game over for us, and that was our first loss in the league this season. Not a good way to start. Determined to make a change, we need to score more goals, so I was looking at Dwight Gale from Crystal Palace, put a little scout on him. Hopefully going to get a top goal scorer to get us more points in the league, get us those wins, get us those draws that we need to be going up. We need to turn this losing streak around now, and we were in the Capital One Cup, first game in it, against Doncaster. It's a good matchup, to be honest, and immediately straight into the game we injured their player. Not trying to be harsh, but obviously that would have helped us, so that was a positive for us, and I was pretty sure we could build on that and try and get our first win of the domestic season. So then it got into the second half, sort of dragged on a bit, not much action going on until they scored, went 1-0 behind, thought, you know, we were going to go for another loss, and I really was getting downhearted, but then boom, Donaldson scores, boom, scores another one, absolutely amazing, turns the whole game around for us, and in the end, that gives us the win in extra time. What a turn around. Soon after, we were in our second game in League 2, and we were facing Oxford United. I wanted to, get our first win of the season, try and turn it around, try and get into those promotion spots, maybe even heading for top of the table. And the game did start pretty mundane, nothing really happening. Got to half time, sort of dragged on again, like the last game. But then later on, drama once again. We went 1-0 behind, but straight back, sucker punch, Newton, 1-1. And that got us the first draw of our season, the first points on the board. We were then looking at the centre-back Klavan as well, from Augsburg in Germany. 77 rated he was. And Dwight Gale from Crystal Palace, 71 rated. And guys, we luckily managed to pick them up. I think Dwight Gale was for about 2 or 3 million and Klavan for about 6 million. Whack them into the team for a little boost. Striking prowess up there and defending solidity at the back there. And also we got Darlow from Newcastle for 1.1 million in the goalkeeping position to secure the objective of buying a new goalkeeper that we were set at the start of the season. So our next game that we would be using our new signings in, that hopefully they would make an impact, was in the Capital One Cup against Chesterfield. As you know, we'd already won the first game against Doncaster in this, so hopefully we could continue our winning record in the cup. So we got straight underway. They immediately got yellow carded. Then the game, nothing really happens, a bit of a stalemate for quite a while, until, of course, later on in the game, into like the last 30 minutes, we scored. Hughes straight in there, and then their centre-back got sent off as well, pretty much decided the game. Another win in the cup through to the next round. We also then managed to get our hands on another centre-back, Kleber, from Hamburg, again in the Bundesliga, 74 rated, shored up that defence and hopefully meant a big difference in the upcoming games. Then guys, I thought we got the up front sorted, we got the defence sorted, so we need to sort out the midfield now. So looked at Joel Campbell from Arsenal, set a scout out on him, put an inquiry in, and hopefully we would get some good results from him. We also got Obertan's scout back. He wasn't the best, but put an inquiry in for him as well. Might as well to try and strengthen the midfield once again. We were up for another league game, this time against Leyton Orient. And I'm sorry guys, but it was a pretty mundane game again. Just went through the whole game, nothing really happened, no goals scored. It just ended 0-0. So we got to deadline day guys, got to 7 hours left, still bidding for the past 4 hours for Joel Campbell and Obertan. Finally got it accepted for 6 million for Joel Campbell. What a deal. He was 75 rated as well. Probably the best signing we made of the season. However, we could not get Obertan, and the end of the transfer deadline date came about. And as you can see there guys, we spent something like 16 million, where the highest for any other club was something like 500,000. It was a big difference. I wonder why that could be though. Okay guys, and that is it for the first episode of Cambridge Coming to the Top. We have got to the end of the first transfer window. Here is the final team that I managed to make. Please guys, if you want to see more of this series, please subscribe to the Schnizzle. And I hope you really enjoyed it. Please, down in the comments, suggest who you would like me to sign in the January transfer window. We have about £10 million left. Please let me know who you would like for me to sign, and I hope you really enjoyed this guys. Please show your support. Thank you ever so much. Accomplish out.